turn on all my lights. This is Nicki Sun from TechNicki speaking, here with a gear recommendation. A wireless microphone system that not only plugs into your camera, but also to your phone and computer. What do you think?
That's dope!
You're zooming in on me. And at the same time, I have no director or cameraman.
Right now, you're like Asian Daenerys in my mind.
I've always been the mother of cameras.
I love technology. When other women see us in front of the camera, they're inspired to do it too.
This has been Nicki Sun with Gals and Gear at NAB Show Live.
Nicki's an amazing entrepreneur slash content creator slash female director slash cinematographer slash Asian ambassador.
She's talking about choosing the right camera for the job.
Woo! Definitely.
She's amazing.
That was it for this episode of TechNicki Speaking. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of TechNicki Speaking by Nicki Sun. I'm your host, Nicki Sun, and how are we doing on this fine, fabulous Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Yes, Tuesday, June 28th. Also happens to be the launch of another episode of our podcast, Messy, Sexy Me. So if you've also listened to that this morning, please let me know in the chats. I'm a little flustered because I went all over today to go drive. We did a photo shoot. So I'm going to talk about all the gear that I used to bring on the photo shoot to capture BTS footage. So kind of like Inception, right? The gear behind the gear that makes the gear look good. So definitely going to talk about that as well. Just wanted to see if we are firing on all cylinders right now. So I'm going to check in on some of these. I was trying to go on Instagram and share it ahead of time, but for some reason my Instagram was not working. So that is kind of problematic, I'm assuming. But all right, so we got everybody here on Amazon Live. We are recording here. Also have Facebook and YouTube going as well. It's very hot in here, so we're just gonna figure it out. I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. Hello, Marquinho. I don't know what that says, but I'm glad that you're here with me. That's really cool. Again, welcome. I'm going into this overlay. This is TechNicki Speaking by Nicki Sun. I live stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we talk about gear, lifestyle, technology, and it's a fun place for us to just learn. So if you're new here, it's your first time following, make sure you hit the follow button on the bottom right screen. And if you happen to be watching on Amazon, know that you can access the show on your mobile app, and everything that I'm talking about will be below the video screen. And if you're watching on a monitor or a computer, all the gear and everything that I'm talking about will be to the left side of your screen. Hello, Julio, Castro, hello, hi, Gwen, hi. So good to see everybody in here. So awesome. Again, if you miss all my gear or you want to just go straight to the gear, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is my Shop My Gear. So if you're tuning in from Facebook and YouTube, know that this is how you can access my playlist. Even after the show is over, you'll be able to see and access everything that I talked about, because these lives are replayable. The only difference is that when it's a live stream, I can actually engage with you all in the chat. So if you have any questions about any of the gear that I'm showcasing or showing you today, you just let me know. All right, so first things first, this has been a really cool day, and the girls and I have done a photo shoot today. And usually when we're doing photo shoots, right, now in this whole content, TikTok, Instagram, vertical content sort of age, how do we get content and capture content when we are the subjects ourselves? So I have some fun gear that I utilize in all my behind the scenes content, because when we're being photographed and we have a photographer, I don't expect the photographer to get all the behind the scenes. So how do we capture all of that without having to ask somebody else or a stranger, or, you know, just kind of have that responsibility of somebody else? I use this gear that I'm about to showcase to you right now. So first things first, let me take this off just so you can see everything. Okay, So I'm a little dressed up because we did a photo shoot and it was all black, rocker vibes. As you can see, I have my guitar pick earrings. So I'm just going with the vibe here. But when we do photo shoots or when we're doing something and we want more behind the scenes energy, we will have certain gear. So one of my favorite things is the Joby Telepod Sport version. So there's a couple of versions. There is the Griptight Pro Telepod and also the Sport Telepod. Now the biggest difference is the Sport Telepod gives you up to 5 feet of length, which is what I like. The Telepod, I believe, is only 3 feet. So when you're thinking about having something the same height as you in terms of a tripod for your phone, the Telepod gives you a little bit more of an eye level. And you know, when you're doing the full length, the full body shots, the full video, and you're trying to get floor to ceiling kind of content, you kind of want something a little bit more at your eye level. So that's why I like the Joby Telepod as well. Hello, Meatface. Your screen name is Meatface, and you're saying your name is Meatface. So welcome, Meatface. Really appreciate you for dropping by. So I have kind of Frankenstein 2 of my favorite Joby products. You can choose whichever you want as well, but I will tell you already that, let me just show you what the Telepod looks like by itself. So this is the Joby Telepod Sport by itself. As you can tell, it folds down pretty small, kind of a little bit just above a foot, but you're able to extend it even longer. So you see how long this is? Wow, this is quite nice. So when you're trying to put it in your purse or your backpack, it does break down and extend to this length. So I love being able to have the Joby Telepod like that. And you can attach, this is a 1/4-20, so it's your standard tripod mount. You also have at the bottom a female insert for the 1/4-20 as well. So you have options. And the one thing I really like about Joby, beyond having basically at least 25 items from them, first of all, they're really amazing with content creators. They definitely support content creators. They not only in sharing, but also financially, they will work with creators and pay creators. So I love working with companies that really just get it. In addition, their materials are very quality, so I really like that as well. So again, this is the Joby Telepod, right? So one of my favorite things, as I've been able to Frankenstein it. Now, the Joby Telepod, however, is not complete in the way that I utilize it without some of the other Joby materials that I've had. And I had the Joby, I'm gonna go into the Joby Griptight Gorillapod. So this is something you could also purchase separately as well. So you have the Joby Sport Telepod, and then you have the Joby Griptight Gorillapod. So the thing about the Griptight Gorillapod is, you can bend the legs. So if you're thinking you are going to capture content and you need something kind of whatever height that you want, you can literally wrap this around a street pole, a tree branch, kind of anything you want. You can also put it on top of things like a car maybe, and you can tighten it. So I really like this. You can even put it on your arm if you wanted to. It really depends on where you're trying to capture the content. I actually just use this when I'm on my standing desk because I put my phone right here. I'll show you. So I'll just happen to put my phone right in that Griptight, and literally I'll just put this on my desk. So it's out of sight, but if someone's trying to communicate and contact me during a live show, I can see the notification if I want without having to turn it on. So this is an easy way to do it. Again, as you know, I'm a huge fan of the shoe mounts, the cold shoe mounts that come with the Griptight Pro, specifically on Joby's. I cannot tell you how many times that the Griptight mounts are my favorite, not only because it's not a spring-loaded clasp where if you let go you might break a nail. I love being able to truly just unsnap, and then now I can go vertical and then horizontal. I didn't have to pull it apart. I didn't have to break anything. Hey Vlad! Vlad just says, hello Nikki, what we got tonight? Well, we just got out of a photo shoot and I'm going over all the gear that I utilized to capture the BTS of the photo shoot. So I'm assuming that this would be great for you, Vlad, because you have your own photo marketing agency, video agency. So when you're capturing content, who's capturing content of you capturing content? And we all know in this content-driven age, we always want to get like the authentic shots, make it look crispy, make it look nice. So these are some gear items that I would recommend piecing together when you're on shoots. Just like I went on a photo shoot today, we were the front of the subject and we got some really, really cool BTS footage shot in 4K. Full screen. We didn't have to use the frontal video, so this is a nice way that I like being able to piecemeal it. So we have, again, we had the combination of the Joby Sport Telepod, which is the one that I clicked on first. It does extend again to 5 feet, but let's say I want it a little bit higher. So the cool thing is because the Joby Telesport also has a standard 1/4-20 tripod head, what I do is on my Griptight Pro, and I love it because it's universal, I just twist off the head of the Griptight 2 Gorillapod. So I don't really need the legs. But if I twist this off, essentially I can put something else on there because again, it is a standard 1/4-20, right? So I can put another, I could put a light there, I can put a mic there, I can put another camera if I wanted to, but I'm Frankensteining these two pieces together to get the actual effect that I want. You could use that probably at the bottom too, but it wavers a little bit. So what I'll do now is put the Griptight 2 phone mount on top of the Telesport, yeah? So now, as you can imagine, I can put my phone here and also I can extend it, right? So now I'm able to put my phone here and capture content at this height. But let's say I want it a little higher and, you know, this is not a monopod per se because there is a bottom here, but without like an actual proper base, it's gonna follow, like it's gonna fall everywhere. Hi Rome, nice to see you. It's good to see familiar faces in here. As you know, if you guys are new here, please hit that follow button and smash that star button. But if you've been here, like I've recognized so many of you in the comments, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you, fam. Really, really do. Cool, Addis Pudent. Thank you for starting to follow. I appreciate you. Now, the other thing that I will do is, I believe this also came with a Telesport as well. It just wasn't put in the actual photo. So let me go back to this. Oh wait, no, this is the Griptight Pro. So I've piecemealed a lot of these things. So you can get what you need specifically from Joby, but because I have literally every single Joby item, I love that it's very universal. I like half said that correctly. Universal, right? So now I have the Griptight 2 top part, which you can just purchase separately if you want. You don't have to get the Griptight with the Gorillapod. So now I have the Griptight 2, just the phone mount attached to the Telepod Sport because I wanted 5 feet versus the Telepod, which is 3 feet. I took the bottom off of the other Telepod, and now I'm gonna put it at the bottom of here. So again, I love the Joby system because everything is universal. Everything has a standard 1/4-20, which you can put on top of your own tripod. So if you have just another tripod laying around and you want it to be at a certain height, feel free to use that as well. You don't have to use these things. I'm just telling you, when you're like on the go, guerrilla style, you want some BTS footage, but you don't want to carry a lot. You want to throw it in your purse or your backpack when you're hiking, for instance. This literally breaks down into 3 pieces and it captures everything that I want, and it's literally turns heads every time. Even today on the photo shoot, we shot with a very renowned photographer who shot like everybody from Lady Gaga to, oh my gosh, I am blanking on names, but I just know that he did a shoot with Lady Gaga. Also one of the first shoots for Kim Kardashian, and we got to shoot with him today. And so he had never seen this before, and I was capturing the BTS of him shooting us because this is pretty cool. And he's like, what is it? I'm like, I'm gonna send you a link to my store, fam, and hopefully I'll see you at my lives one day. So what I'll do is I am now spinning the base all the way to the bottom of this Sport, the Joby Telepod Sport, okay? So this allows you to actually have a base. So when you put it on the floor, it doesn't waver, because before, again, with the Telepod Sport by itself, it's meant as a selfie stick, but you want to be able to capture at height level the content of the photographer so you can get some really high quality BTS shots. So now that it's on here, again, you can start very low, but I like to have something that is eye level, because you don't want to shoot up against your chin. You don't want to get that double chin action. You always want to get it the best quality as possible as well. And so I usually end up going into like a wide angle, but making sure that the majority of the subjects are in the middle, because what do we do on a wide angle on a phone? It really gives that fisheye lens. And so if you're on the edge, it really makes the people wider, and so it looks bigger, and so it's not as flattering. So just something to keep in mind. So I just twist it, and now I have this full-on tripod that I can just take with me wherever I go. So what I do, and the cool thing about this too, if I twist it, I could like lower it and do that as well. But let's say I want to bring it to the highest, right? So I really like being able to bring it to the highest. But see how easy that was? And the cool thing, you guys, is I also have the shoe mount. So I love this system because I Frankenstein this together. If we can create something like this together, I would call it like the Nicki stand maybe, or the BTS helper. I should probably talk to Joby about creating something where you don't have to purchase all these things and piecemeal it together. I'm just showing you exactly how I do it, just so you know. Hi, Jacob. Jacob is on my TechNicki Speaking YouTube channel. I can see the comments on my yellow box. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. All right, so here we go. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I utilized today during our photo shoot. So again, I have the Telepod, which is the one in the middle, which is the Griptight Pro Telepod. Then I have the Joby Telepod Sport Edition. Again, the Sport Edition extends to 5 feet. The Telepod extends to 3 feet. Now, if you want something that's just on your table, that's 3 feet, that will be totally fine. And then I am taking the top part of the Joby Griptight Gorillapod just for the phone support. So now, as we go on a photo shoot, I don't have to carry heavy, bulky bags, you know, as the talent. I don't want to carry so much stuff, but I do want to create content. So what I'll end up doing as well, thank you, BB Polilo. You have some fun names, but thank you for starting to follow. I appreciate you. So what I'll do now is, if you can see this, I now have a tripod at standing height, right? Now all I do, my loves, is I put it like this. And see how easy that was? Because if you imagine having a spring-loaded clip and a tripod, that'd be kind of difficult to try to get it in there with one hand. This thing is so nice because I can just twist and it comes out. I can slide it in, tighten it, and it's there. I can also move it and make it horizontal as well. So I love being able to do so many things. And again, you have a shoe mount on here, and I'm trying to see, let's grab this one, just because I can. All right, see, so I have my Aperture MC light right here, and if we want to, first say, shoot a video, but then we need some light, well, the good thing is now this cold shoe mount right here allows me to fix a light here, right? So now I can shoot like this, and let's see, I didn't tighten it, but let's see. I'm gonna move it over here as well. Okay, so isn't that cool? Now I can get like BTS like this everywhere I go. So can you imagine putting this right behind the photographer, right? He's shooting me, he's shooting my friends and I, and now I can get some really cool shots of the BTS without having somebody else trying to capture it how you want it. You can even do time lapse if you want to. So this is a really wonderful opportunity for you to like add things. And the cool part is, I have like these little guy legs. Oh, well, I don't have it on me right now per se. Let's see if I have it in like distance within my hands, because if not, this might be hard to show. Yeah, I don't have it with me, but when you go look at the Gorillapods as well, they come with arms. So imagine these, but they're individual, right? You can see right here, let me bring it closer. You can see right here that there are other quarter 20 threads right here. So you could essentially screw on more of these arms. Now this is not the specific one for it, but when you purchase the Joby Gorillapod vlogging set, you're able to also add the little single arms to it. And then you can add more things like another light or another mic. So you have all these options, but I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I would really utilize this for is to capture behind the scenes content, or even if you wanna do standalones. So this is like my best friend, right? So if you can't have somebody to join you on shoots, this is a nice way to add additional content or capture content when you're by yourself. So love it. Western Cowboy, thank you so much for following. Oh, BB Poilo, I don't even know if I'm saying your name right. He says, he or she, I'm gonna assume it's a she. You are beautiful. Well, thank you. You're beautiful for saying that. I really, really appreciate you. So I'm gonna just put this, well, I can't do that until I put this down right here. But yeah, so I'll even show you some content that we shot today because I think it was really awesome. So I brought the same exact setup with me today to a photo shoot to capture some content, and I'm just going to show you kind of what we did. Let me find it. Camera. And the cool thing too is we were able to take a self-timer photo but not have to use the front-facing camera, because you know when you use your front-facing camera, it actually is lower pixels. So I was able to do the back camera, and it was all the more better. So we have this, right? And I'll just show you some of the content we took. Yeah. So this was literally captured on my phone with this. Let's see if you guys can see it. But I'm like, let me get my head out of the way. But yeah, so this was us doing a photo shoot. And this was all captured far away. And then I'll show you what it looks like, because when we move it around, you want to be able to see kind of like the photographer as well. So where'd he go? Boom, boom, boom. He showed us stuff too. Aha. Okay, so see, when we capture behind the scenes content, you can actually get like all the other things in there where the photographer is coming in there as well. So it's not just the subject, because I really love capturing action shots. I love capturing movement. There's something going on in the scene constantly, right? So I love being able to capture that. So yeah, so this is literally all I bring when I'm on set. If I'm happen to be the filmmaker, if I'm shooting with my DSLR camera and I want some behind the scenes content, the great thing about the phone is it's light, it's always on you, and then you always have, you know, this. And I'm just gonna show you how I break it down because I love it so much. I just, let me just take off with the flick of a wrist, you twist it, and then it all just collapses like this, right? Then I tighten it. I will take this bottom part off. And so you saw how long that was, but when I break it down, it literally fits in like a tote bag, or even my suitcase or a backpack or a big purse. Like I know I see a lot of my ladies bringing their fancy purses, like their LV purses. You can literally break it down into 3 pieces and bring it with you. But this has been a lifesaver on sets, because not only do I get content where I get to see it in action afterwards and create reels and Instagram photos, time lapses, everything. It's finally some content that I get of myself in action. I cannot tell you enough how much I have to rely sometimes on other people to bring their stuff, and I realize that I can't just rely on other people anymore, as much as it's very nice to. But when you're on a set by yourself and you just want to capture everything yourself and make sure that it looks good. You can even put this in the corner of the room, set your camera angle to wide angle or 0.5x, and then you're able to get more of a wide shot. So you can be right here, but if you set it to a wide angle, it gets more of the frame. So just in case you move in and out of the shot, you don't have to worry about it going out of focus because it's not like a DSLR, or you don't have to bring these giant cameras with you or giant tripods to just get some cool BTS content. And because you can move it in landscape or vertical, you can truly get footage to mix in with your behind the scenes documentary if you want to put it on YouTube, or you upload it straight to your TikTok or your Instagram, because vertical video is kind of like the thing now, even though it hurts my heart that it is sometimes. But I know my filmmakers will understand what I'm talking about. How are we all doing so far? Good? We doing good? Alrighty. So I know that I already talked about something else, but just to keep it all consistent for the theme of this show, which is behind the scenes tools that you can utilize to level up your behind the scenes content. I need to find my wallet though. Hold up. Well, hold on one second. Let me find my wallet. Oh, there it is. Oh, I forgot to link this, but I just got this wallet yesterday on Amazon because my wallet broke. So I got one of these. I love being able to just have everything in one area. So truly, for those of you who've seen this before, I love my pocket tripod, okay? So you saw what I did with the Telepod Sport, breaking it down. That's when you want to have your phone kind of anywhere. But let's say you are capturing videos by yourself. Maybe you're at a restaurant. Maybe you want a video of you eating it and you feel silly asking somebody else to take a video of you eating it, or a photo of you just enjoying your meal by yourself. I go on a lot of dates by myself. Like, I'll go to a restaurant, reserve a table for one, and then I'm like, this is such a cute background, but I don't want to bother the waiter to like take a photo for me. So if you're in the same situations where you're by yourself, you always have your wallet on you, right? So again, favorite item. I just utilized this the other day because over the weekend I felt like busting out my guitar, and I didn't have anybody to hold it, and if I lean it against something, you're gonna have that angle where it's kind of shooting up your chin, and we don't want that, friends. So I actually was able to go get my wallet and just pull out my pocket tripod. The coolest tripod ever. Oh my gosh, thank you, Trevor C, for starting to follow. I really appreciate you. All right, so again, this is a tripod the size of a credit card, and when you flip it like this, you're now able to turn it quickly into a tripod for your phone. So this is how I literally recorded my music video on my Instagram over the weekend. I literally just sat it up on the table and pressed record. And it was really nice to just have it sit there on the table and not have to worry about it being too top heavy for it to fall over. So I absolutely love it. Randall Constant, hello. Just wanted to read, stopping in to say hi. I brought a few people from my audience. Oh, thank you, Randall. I really appreciate that. I really do. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Please would you hit the follow button. It'll help other people realize that this is hopefully a channel worth watching. Smash that star button. I do a live show about technology, lifestyle, and entertainment every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And not only am I streaming live on Amazon, which is my preferred channel right now, it's also live streaming to my YouTube channel, TechNicki Speaking, and also my Facebook page, TechNicki Speaking. If you didn't know, technically speaking is a phrase, and my name is Nikki. So if you didn't get the pun, TechNicki Speaking is a tech channel incorporating my name. So, but yeah, so I love this tripod, right? So this is one of my favorite tripods that anytime I pull it out, I always get so many questions and comments about it. It's a great icebreaker, conversation starter, and it's really nice to not only have memories of the photos with the people, but you provide a memory for those people to like reach out to you. So I've had so many people reach out to me after a party saying, what was that thing that you had in your purse again that helped take a picture for all of us? Because not only will I send them the photo, I'll send them a link to like my Amazon store as well, because I have everything here. Again, like everything that you see here that I'm talking about is available on my Amazon shop. If you do purchase, kindly consider purchasing through my links because it does support my channel at no extra cost to you, but I have to disclaim that. So like we'll probably get like a 2% commission on things that we talk about. But again, I'm not here to like sell stuff. We're here to learn, we're here to test out new products. And so one of the cool things is that I just got a really cool item from YC Onion. They sent me a whole gift bag of things and I wanted to show you in person and unbox it together. So hopefully you don't mind. I decided why not unbox it for the first time on my live stream. So I'm gonna grab it really quickly. Hi Dread. Oh, so cool. First of all, may I say thank you so much, y'all, for spelling my name correctly. I know it's in my channel name and everything, but sometimes it really, it's like, I don't know how people spell my name wrong. So I really appreciate you spelling my name correctly. Thank you. Randall, you are so kind. Randall is saying she can use an few extra followers. Yes, I would absolutely love it. Thank you, Dread, for starting to follow. Oh, Randall, thank you so much. I'll have to check out your live stream, Randall. I'm assuming you have a live stream because you have a blue check mark next to your name as well. So please let me know, Randall, when and what time do you live stream? I'd love to come by and support you. I know Rome is in the comments as well, and Rome has a show right before mine, which I missed today because I was on that photo shoot. So I was trying to hurry up and make it back here. But yes, please let me know if you all have a live streaming show on Amazon. I'd love to come by and support, give you some stars, hit follow, leave comments and love. It's really all about creating like this community that we need so much, and I would love to connect with more people who are absolutely interested in technology. Oh my gosh, wait, Randall, we have to share this tidbit because the chat disappears after the live stream is over. So that's why I like to say some of the comments out loud. That way I know it's live and it's forever ingrained in our live stream. Randall says, this is my 415th day in a row of live streaming on Amazon, foodguy.live. What? That is incredible, Randall. Congratulations. That is such a big feat. I don't even know. You have to tell me how long you live stream for. I just never want to burn out on anything. And you know, me being in the media for over 12 years, in front of the camera, behind the camera, as a host, producer, director, editor, cinematographer, I do all sorts of things. I just never want to burn out. So I at least have dedicated myself to once a week to do a live stream, but it is honestly quite fun. I might do something a little bit more every day. I did cook live once in the beginning, and actually that is my most viewed live stream right now, so it begs to say that maybe I should be doing more food content as well, because I'm also an amateur chef as well. So it's just this whole channel has been about tech, so I haven't really branched outside of my niche quite yet. Oh, this is so cool. You hit 2,000 followers on your 400th day. That's exciting. It's so encouraging, Randall. And I'm originally from San Francisco. I was born in the San Francisco Bay Area. Shout out to my Warriors, my Golden State Warriors, for taking home the championship. I mean, I will bleed blue and gold all day, every day. But I currently reside in Los Angeles now, Randall, so thank you so much. All right, you all. So again, YC Onions sent me a whole gift bag of goodies for camera gear. And I'm not gonna go over every single one, but I wanted to go over two at least with you all and then save the other two for later, for a future live stream. Castro Valley, oh my gosh, I used to play violin and have private violin lessons in Castro Valley, so I know exactly where Castro Valley is. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I can get this light. I'm gonna go on the other side because if I do this, you'll see my armpits, y'all. But right now you can hear me because, again, as you all know, if you've been following me, I am wearing the Ceremonic Blink 500 Pro B2 kit. So this is a wireless lavalier that allows me to speak when I move around and I'm not in the frame. So I'm gonna put this above, and because I might not be able to reach, I'm gonna bring down my standing desk. Ooh, I always feel like I have the power when I do this. So this is gonna be here, and I'm gonna add my light back to my camera above here because I'm gonna be switching on my overhead shot. Alrighty, perfect. Alright, so, alright, cool, we did that. Hello from Boise, Idaho. Oh my gosh, I wasn't just in Boise. I came to Boise a year ago because I was installing the Arlo Pro 4 wire security system in an Airbnb house in Boise, Idaho. You can actually see that. So it was in one of my videos, I think last week or the week before, but I was talking about the Arlo 4 Pro camera. And actually, if you click on that product, in one of the featured product videos, you'll see me. And that was a house in Boise, Idaho. So, little fun fact, if you want to see more videos of me testing out gear on official pages that sell gear, Arlo Pro 4 security camera in their product videos, I'm there, and their Airbnb house. It says, exploring the Arlo Pro 4 with Nicki Sun. That is the thumbnail of the video. It wasn't my face. It was a photo of the side of the house, and it said exploring the Arlo Pro 4 with Nicki Sun. So there you go. Rosie P. Oh my gosh. How do you get those emojis near your name? That is really cool. Thank you, Rosie, for starting to follow. I really, really appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to put a P&P, or for those of you who don't know, who are just joining my channel now, I have a filmmaking and tech channel. So outside of my Amazon Lives, if you have any questions about the technology that I use, sometimes I also have tutorials, and we'll go over specific products on my YouTube channel. So please follow me on Amazon Live. I go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but you can also check out all the other tech videos I have on my YouTube channel, TechNicki Speaking. Let me do a picture-in-picture because I'm about to go over the brand new energy tube that YC Onion sent me, and I have never really played with it before, but we're gonna play with it together because that's how we learn here. We will do things together, we will learn together, and if you have questions, we'll figure it out together. That's what I believe, and I think that's really cool because we don't have the answers to everything, but isn't it quite joyful to learn? Hi, Lisa. Oh my gosh, Luella and Lisa just started following. Thank you so much for following. Again, if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by on my channel. I appreciate Randall for like sharing me apparently and hitting his followers. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so I have picture-in-picture now. So just letting you know, this is an overhead shot. Yes, I am fancy. We are fancy. And if you want to know how I do all of this, I have live stream videos showing you exactly my setup, the exact gear that I use, so you can do it too. So it's not just me, you can do it too. Because shouldn't we all be talking about things we absolutely love? And it just so happens that technology is something that I personally really, really love, and I just love sharing technology with you all so you can feel empowered and less intimidated by the technology that we utilize in our everyday, day-to-day lives. So we're gonna look at the YC Onion RGB handheld energy tube. So this is called the energy tube, but in filmmaking world, you can also find these fluorescent lights or like light tubes. The biggest difference is that this one is RGB, so you actually have a full color spectrum. You also have the ability to go dim and bright. You also have the ability to sync it up, I believe, to an app, which I haven't figured that out quite yet. Again, I just got this and I'm opening it with you live right now. But this is how I go over all my gear. So just so you can be a part of the process as well, I'll just let you know. So just showing you, first of all, oh, let me go like this so you can see. And let me make sure I have this all in focus. All right, let's see, is that focused? All right, so this is the YC Onion energy tube. I'm not gonna lie, their name had a little vegetable in it. I mean, is onion a vegetable or a root? Sound off in the comments, but let me know. So onion, right? So I get these other things in the box. It's called a hot dog, and then they have a slider that I'll show you in a minute too, called a chocolate. So I had no idea what they were sending me because you know, first of all, their company name has onion in it, and then they sent me something and it was called the hot dog and chocolate. So I was like, is this food? First of all, I was like, chocolate and hot dogs, I don't know if they go together, but it was very fascinating to me. So I was like, let's take a look at it. So this is what the energy tube would look like over here. And yeah, let's open it. So this is really cool because normally in lights, right, you think about all the kinds of lights there are. I have the aperture like 120D paired with a lantern and also paired with the Light Dome Mini 2. And these are my in-studio lights that allow me to, you know, put the light on my face. They're also app controllable, so I don't have to move and I can actually adjust the brightness of the light. And which is great because when you're in front of the camera, you don't know how the light's gonna hit your face until you're in front of the camera. And if you're a one-woman band or one-person band just like me, it's hard to do that. So I can stay literally in the same place and adjust the lights as I see fit on the camera without even having to move. And so I love that. But let's say you're on set like I was today. Earlier in our live stream, you saw the gear that I utilized to take behind-the-scenes content of me when I'm in the shot. But what about the lighting, right? So instead of bringing all this crazy big gear, I like to travel light. I like to pack small. So let's open this. So this is the energy tube. Most of the time when you get gear like this, it should be charged a little bit, even if it's 1/3 or half of the way. It's enough to like demonstrate, right? So this is just the manual of everything, and it's really not that big. I think it's like 10 pages, but the first part is in English and the second part I believe is in Chinese, but there are diagrams so you can see it as well. Okay, so first things first, I love that it comes in a pouch because I really like carrying cases. I mean, anything you purchase nowadays, if there's not a carrying case for it, I always get a little miffed because these days it's like I want to, not only is this, you know, technology possibly really expensive, you want to be able to protect it. Wow. Okay, so wasn't expecting this. This looks like a lightsaber. Doesn't it look like a lightsaber? Okay. First of all, I'm just gonna like take a look on the outside. So, oh, it looks, by the looks of it, you can see guys right here, you have your standard 1/4-20, just like I was talking about with the tripod. So you can put this on a standard tripod. You could probably even put this on a Joby too. Actually, I'll show you right now. See this right here for my Gorillapod? And this, I can just twist it on here and have it stand up. So I'll just do that now. Why not? Just to show you that it's standard, right? So there you go. Now I can do this. See, isn't that cool? That's why I said everything usually is a standard 1/4-20 or 3/8, but 3/8 is not as standard as a 1/4-20. But now I can like be hands-free and like I can place this light anywhere and like put it on me if I needed to, right? So let's do that. But before I go, since I have it in this view, I'm gonna show you more things. So I'm gonna leave it on here, but just know that this does not come with it. I just, for demonstrations purposes later, I'm gonna do that. But as you saw, there was like a ridge here, and on this side, you can see that there is, let me refocus this. You can see that there's a ridge here too. So I think you get a couple of these, you can actually stack them together and make a long light tube because it has the divots for it. Yep, I think it's exactly how you do that. That is very smart. So if you want a bigger light tube, I would say this is about 1 foot long. So if you wanted a 3-foot light tube, you can get 2 more. You can break it down, place it all throughout your set, or you can attach it together in one giant light tube because there are divots on the side. And the divots look like they will snap into place. So I think that you're able to do that. I just don't have another light tube to actually demonstrate it, but I think that's how it works. Okay, right here, automatically, here we go, the battery. I like how there is a little tape thingy so I can just pull it out like this. Let me grab it. I have like, see? Okay, so here's the battery. It comes, we can charge the tube when the battery is in here. I leave the tape on here because that way it's easier for me to pull out. And just put it back in here. Negative, negative, positive, positive. All right, let's get this bad boy back in its place. Vlad says you love it. I love it too. Now let's just see how bright this baby goes. Okay, so on here, we also notice that there is, can you see it? Okay, so we have a USB-C charging port. Again, love things that are USB-C. We have our on and off switch. And then I'm imagining that these are gonna be the modes because there is a gear for settings, and then there's also a light here. And then there are arrows from left to right. Let me just focus a little bit more for you guys. There are arrows from a left to right, so as we go this way, we can probably increase or decrease and decrease on these, okay? So I am going to switch it to on. You can see that, ooh, cool, turned on right away. Let me do this. All right, so you can kind of see it. It's a little flickery there because it's not the same frame rate, but here we go. Here's the light tube. And okay, now we are going to, ooh, here's settings. So, oh, hello. Now it's golden. We have 5600, which is the daylight Kelvin. So this is like your regular daylight. And then also on this side, we can adjust the percentage of brightness. So let's leave it at 80, even though even 7% is like when you want to put a nice soft light on your face, you can do that. I'm going to hold on to the setting and see what happens here. Oh, okay, so that does that. Okay, ooh, all right. Whoa, cool. All right, so as you press this button right here, it switches into the modes now, all right? So this is obviously a color changing one. If I press it again, it looks like a cop car action. I'm in trouble. And then we have, oh, hues. So this is nice because right now, instead of it blinking throughout, you can have a solid color. And then if you go use the left side of it, we can go throughout the entire color spectrum. So you can see it going red, yellow, ooh, green. So let's say I want to keep it at green, I can leave it at green. But yeah, it goes through all the color spectrums. Oh, this is really sick, y'all. Okay, let's see what else they have. And then we just have the regular white again. So I'm going to take this back into the main screen. And so I put it on, again, the Joby. And ooh, you can see how bright it gets my face right now. That's a little too bright. But again, the stick, I can like leave it here. Gwen says, cool and vibrant. Yes, it's a nice thing to just throw in your bag. Again, like when we're traveling and capturing content, sometimes you need a pop of light or a pop of color. And this is really nice that I can put it right here and you can see that. Also, if I put it against the wall, it becomes like this little halo thing and I can go like this, right? And it's not even really on the highest mode right there, but you can see how there's a color in the back. I love that as well. Or I can face it this way maybe. And then, you know, I can like do a little thing with my hair. So sometimes, like right now, my color is bouncing off the wall, right? So let's actually pick a color so you can actually see the color. So we're gonna change the mode to, let's do like a color, right? So let's say, let's go to like a red or something, just so we can see the color in action. This is green. So as you can see, this is like a green color now. We're gonna go, let's see, maybe a red. I want a noticeable color. So let's do like red. Okay, so here's red. So let's put the red back here. And right now, this is only at 70%. So let's make it like freaking 100. Let's see what the brightest goes. So this is a bright red. And then so you can actually see the color. Let's do this too. Alexa, turn off my backlights.
Okay.
All right. Now when I turn off my backlights, whoa, it's like a sunset now. What do we think of this? This is cool. Now you can see the shadows obviously because it's casting a shadow that way. But wow, this is kind of cool. It's a Nicki sunset right here. And then I could put this here. See if I do this. But yeah, see, because my wall is white, it absorbs the light. So I can, that's why I love white walls. So if you have white walls at home, this is like a nice, cool way and a cheaper way to have different color particle lights in your background without having to purchase wallpaper or different things. Like this adds like so much color and dimension and depth to your shot already. Let's do another color. Or let's try an effect. Let's see an effect here. See, this is like the daylight, right? So this is just a regular light. Well, this is not 100%. This is like this. So like this is like a nice soft white. I can also put the soft white on my face. And I just encourage you to try this. Let me just turn down the, let's see, 6. Okay. Oh. Oh. That's cool. Wow. That's cool. I'm having fun with this, you guys. So obviously you can see all of the different things happening right now to this. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Hold on. I wanted to change it. Oh, here's the cop car, right? So you're doing special effects, flash it through your window. I'm actually probably scaring my neighbors right now because my windows are open and you can literally see this bouncing off the wall. And it could be like a cop car situation, right? So that is another way of having the ability to kind of play with effects and play with lighting. I'm gonna do another one. And then this is red, so we're just gonna go, not this one, but, oh, red. This is really cool, you guys. I'm having too much fun with this right now. Alrighty. Well, I'm just trying to turn this down right now. Let's see. The settings. Okay, that's the hue. And then this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave this color on here. But again, this is the YC Onion RGB handheld energy tube. So if you wanna add some light into your life, you wanna go on set, use it for really cool photography when you are traveling, something that's portable. It also goes on to any standard 1/4-20 thread, just like your tripod. But it's a really nice way to add colors. It's also like a lightsaber. Can you imagine? And then it does have little ridges on the side so you can connect more than one tube. So if you imagine you had 3 of these together, this really would be like a lightsaber, you know? I feel like Justine has all these cool lightsaber videos, and I kind of want to just have lightsaber videos as well. I feel like a little Jedi. I love this. I was gonna go over the YC chocolate slider that they sent me, but I don't think I have enough time, and I'd rather save it for the next time. But this is really, really cool. My first impressions is that it's an amazing little light. I am able to, let me dim this too, because wow. See, this is already 20% and it's still bright. So I love being able to dim it, that there's effects. I can charge it. I believe it lasts 6 hours on a single charge. And then it also comes in this really cool pouch, and it's a foot tall. So again, if you're on set, if you need a pop of light, doing a photo shoot, this is really nice to just throw in your bag without needing all the fancy big studio lights. So today, I hope you got to see all the cool behind the scenes photography and videography gear that you can utilize to up your game when you're shooting by yourself. We had the Joby telepod, also the Joby Sport, and also the Griptight 2 that I Frankenstein together to create basically the ultimate behind the scenes content creation tripod for your phone. And then now you just pair it up with the tube and you bring it in your bag. I mean, this is all very lightweight when you break it down. So you have this, which is only a foot long, and then you have all these 3 pieces. So between these like pieces alone, you can capture some really cool behind the scenes content. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I normally go over time, and I was like, I need to like make sure I save some time right before I end at 8 o'clock in case you all have any questions. But I really appreciate you all coming in, joining. Again, I go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time from 7 to 8. We talk tech, we open products, we review products together. Just to give you a little sneaky sneak, we will go over one of the food items that YC Onion also sent me. It's not really food, but they called it the Chocolate SE motorized camera slider. So if you're interested in also looking at more products behind the scenes and how we get those really nice smooth shots that pan from left to right, or you can do time-lapse photography or like a sunset time-lapse with ever so slight movements from left to right, this is something that YC Onion has sent me, and I'm so excited once I get it all charged up and figure out the instructions of how to do this. We will open this next time so you can see what a cool little motorized camera slider can do. And hopefully I'll be able to get some footage for you so you'll be able to see the footage so you can see if you want to get it for you or not. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you everybody on Facebook, on YouTube. Again, if you haven't heard, my girlfriends and I launched a podcast called Messy Sexy Me. So if you want to hear our best, worst, and dream dates, we actually recount all of that in episode 5 of Messy Sexy Me. You can go to messysexyme.com. Our podcast is also available on all major podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all the major ones. If you don't have any of that, or you don't want to like download an app to listen to us, no problem. messysexyme.com. You can find all our episodes and more information about each of the girls there as well. And again, this is, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh yeah, this is my homepage for the Amazon Live, so feel free to go check it out. And everything that I have is listed on amazon.com/shop/Nicki Sun. So if you want to know my favorite live streaming gear, my mobile content creation gear, my filmmaking gear, basically I have playlists. Every week I try to theme out my shows. But until then, I'll see you on Instagram, and stay awesome. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks, guys.